Well, we're here on the road heading up towards Stanley Peak. We're going to hike that today here in the Coast Range. Once again, we're going to be on the road. We might go on up to the peak depending on what it looks like when we get up there. It's supposed to be kind of a wet, rainy day, and so we'll just kind of play this one by ear like we usually do. So the day's the January 31st, 2024, and it's pretty close to 9 o'clock, I think. We're looking at the confluence of two creeks here. Makes for a nice waterfall. It's gorgeous. And we got a red tail up there yelling at us. Yeah, we come up the trail here and saw that really nice waterfall, and we're just heading on up the road. There's a tree across down there, so I don't think anybody's driven up here since the last windstorm, although there are a little bit of some kind of tracks on the road. Wintertime, a lot of these roads don't get a lot of traffic. Well, Mike spotted this one, and it starts here, and then it keeps going, and going, and going, and going, and it goes out of sight. This is amazing. Winter in the Coast Range, there's a lot of these waterfalls that you don't really see the rest of the year because there's a lot of leaves on the trees and brush, and it makes it so you don't even really know it's there. This is really a cool waterfall. This is definitely going to have to be on my hike down the bank and figure out how to get a photo of that. Well, we're wandering on up the roads here and kind of comparing maps. It's been quite a while since I've been up here. Probably was working for the state, so that would have been 2004, 2005-ish, or maybe after that, but that's still quite a while ago. And of course, some of the roads I remember don't appear to be open anymore, or very good shape. But we're still doing good. We're still hiking. It's a good day to be out here. It's not raining right now as hard as it was predicted to be, but it is going to rain that hard later. And every once in a while we get a pretty good downpour. But it was 56 degrees at my house this morning, 57 degrees around there, and it's not cold, that's for sure. Mike's looking out in the fog, trying to figure out where the peak finder, what we got around us, and we're just following the road. It's became kind of a track. It's still all right.
That one is Stanley Peak right there.
Okay, so we figured out where we are, and we're just about to Stanley Peak. And so we're going to continue until we decide to turn around. Okay, we're on the old Cat Road, and working our way up toward the peak. And there's another steep one on the other side, but the guy is saying this is the right one, so. And I figure it's kind of like losing your car keys. And you're looking for your car keys under the street light because you can see better. Just because you lost them over there in the dark, you know, this is easier walking. So this is when we're going up. But Gaia does say this is the right peak. Okay, we've been coming up on these switchbacks that are climbing up pretty steep on this old Cat Road. And I'm pretty sure the peak might be right there. If so, I'm not doing any mountain climbing, but the road keeps going and we'll keep following it. We made it to the top, and you can hear the wind, it's starting to howl, so we won't be here very long. This is the peak. I wasn't going to come up this far because it looked like we were going to get cliffed out, but it turned out at one time there is a pretty good trail up here. And somebody's been coming up here. Elk have been coming through here, and it's been well used. I need to look around and see if there's a geocache or anything handy here, and then we'll be heading back down that way. Okay, we've made it down to the Cat Road, and we're actually going to walk along the edge where the rock fall is because it's easier to go in that area. And when you're coming along this cat road, if you head up here, you find this pretty good trail that goes up. And basically what you do is you come up underneath all the rocks, and when you get to the end of the rocks, the big cliffy area, it's right there, and this runs up to the ridge. You can still go on the cat road a little ways further and just go up the saddle. Either way will work, but this is a nice little trail here. It'll take us up to the ridge top, and then from the ridge, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump, as Mom used to say, to the peak. Wasn't hard at all. Turned out to be kind of a nice little jaunt. A lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Now to get out of here without breaking a leg.